My fellow countrymen, my name is Manakyn, and I am very healthy. As you see, the British healthcare system is a little bit better than the British dental system. For not only am I healthy, but my teeth are straight. My goodness. My countrymen! I am free from the curse of sickness! Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much, everyone, for the well wishes. My voice is feeling so much better. There was no chance I was going to do the Herlock Shelves voice with my sickness. Cries in U.S. healthcare. And especially not the Irish voice. Yeah, there was no chance I was doing the Irish voice. I could probably do Gina's voice, because Gina's voice was just my voice pitched up. But, okay, I'm gonna be real here. If there was one voice that I absolutely could not do while I was sick, it was a very short, stubby man in Japan. And every time something slightly bad in his life happens, he looks to the heavens and shouts, "Herlock! So!" Yeah, there was no chance I was doing his voice. Whose voice is the most difficult to do? Do you mean like vocally stressful or mentally stressful? Mentally stressful, believe it or not, it's probably Herlock's voice. Because for Iris, I don't really have to try, I can just be silly, right? Like, Iris's voice is pretty stressful on my throat, but it's not that stressful on my voice, on myself mentally. Because, like, you know, I can just do this because I'm a little girl! But I can't do that with Herlock, and I can't do that with Van Zeek's. Van Zeek's and Herlock's voice are the most difficult mentally. Because I actually have to pay attention to the accent. Because if Herlock Sholmes suddenly started talking like this, it would be really off-putting. So I have to make sure my accent is really good. We'll let the song finish because it's literally done. Nope. How's it going, everyone? Okay, let's see who's here. Hey, Endigo, we are back. We are back, baby. I'm going from the very top of the chat. Raph, how late will I be? I put my pants on time today. Okay, so no, how late will I be? Wrong. Not late whatsoever. For some reason, my streaming software is giving me some weird stuff. Give me a moment. All right, that's better. That's better. Okay. But yeah, hello, Raph. Hello, Balroth. How's it going? I just killed Star. I have no idea what that is, but I hope you don't kill anyone else. Hey, Randy, time to resolve some cases. Time to do some Microsoft Paint. Sam's, hello. Friendship with Hoyoverse ended. Look, my wallet ran out of money, okay? Okay, let's see. Sam's, Raph, I said hi to you, but hello, Raph, and again. Bowser, hello. William Wilberforce's Nankin Tamasudare. How's it going, Bowser? Oh, I am so ready. Am I gonna break down today? No way. I mean, unless it ends up that Gina was the real mastermind. Okay. Let us... then I'll be a little bit... I might break down if Gina was the mastermind. Because I love Gina. She's my daughter, and I raised her to be better than that. I'm not ready. Well, today we're gonna solve the Hound of Bakersfield, right? The Wagga Hound of Bakersfield. You usually do your intro comments last minute. You see, I have to like research for hours in order to like figure out like, oh crap, I don't have another famous British person in history. General Cornwallis. Okay, you. Yeah, so we confirmed that the Hound of Bakersfield is actually Toby Gregson. Anyway, let us... I almost forgot to share this. I think you guys can see this. Oh, that I saved it last time. Okay. So last time, we were the first victim of the Hound of Bakersfield. There's an achievement if I go back and talk to Gina. Okay, I'll remember. You're not really into... I'm really trying to not rely on Japanese food. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. Like, food is literally the first thing you think of in every single culture. All right, so research. How's it going, Arcade? Okay, so last time we discovered a lot of new clues. So first of... Unfortunately, I don't think it's meant to be, guys. No amount of recap is going to prepare me. This was your missed opportunity to make an oyakodon. Look, we love our chicken and egg bowls, okay? Okay, so... I love how Venus's age is a question mark. Okay, so last time we made a few discoveries. So first of all, we talked to... What's his name? Curly Man. This guy. The man with the luscious curls. And we discovered that, you know, he worked at Barclay Prison, and he used to do... long story short, he was in charge of investigations, but there was one day where, like, somebody already took... Not investigations, executions. He was in charge of executions, but one day someone already took care of the execution for him, so he was like, oh, I'm sure it's fine. And it turns out it wasn't fine. Something like that. This is also a picture of him. Look at that. This is a nice, handsome guy. How the heck did he end up with juror number 2? Anyway, then... Oh, yeah, we have this picture here. And then, so then apparently Asogi was writing something. And Asogi described this, the Asogi, or sorry, Genshin Impact Asogi. Am I calling juror number 2 ugly? No, I'm calling juror number 2 even more attractive. Don't worry, I would never not simp. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Never ask a woman her age. I mean, fair enough. Some streams we can get an entire, you know, some streams I can even go like 10 minutes without the marinated eggs they put on ramen are bussin'. I mean, yes, you are. Yeah, marinated soy sauce eggs are just like mwah, mwah. Anyway. Girl boss and male wife. The smile in... Yeah. And then we had Ryunosuke trying to look good in front of the in-laws. By the way, how old is Venus? Venus is probably between like 6 and 60. Never ask Manakyn if he's sipping over a blue... Look! Twice. Literally twice I simp over a blue-haired girl. There's Marianne, and then there's Tsumugi, and then now I'm just like forever branded as the person who likes blue-haired girls, okay? Anyway, never ask Iris where she was 10 years ago. The moment she came out of the womb, she was ordering her minions. Thoughts on non-purple-haired Bulma? Well, I mean, isn't Bulma Vegeta's girl? I'd never do my boy Vegeta like that. Never ask Hajime how many sides an octagon. Okay, long story short, he wrote a will, and the will was apparently called, he said, this is the only weapon I have left. Now, I believe he wasn't actually referring to the papers, he was actually referring to an actual weapon, the sword. So I think the only weapon he has left is a literal weapon, which is his sword. So I wonder how the sword becomes relevant. Yeah. But, is it Beyblade Day? Happy Beyblade Day. Your opinion on Van Zeeks. I mean, look. My man's a pretty dapper fellow. He just got bad luck. Look, he dumped his luck stat, okay? So, he's a good guy. He's a pretty dapper boy. Anyway. Right. So, we have this, and I also believe these papers are not the actual Asogi papers, because, what's his name? A curly-haired boy said they couldn't find them. This defending him? Look, Van Zeeks is a nice guy. He just fell victim to the many crimes of Iris Wilson. Next. Oh, wait, and then, oh, wait, this one was really important. And Genshin's persona ring, I'm telling you, like, Kazuma's gonna summon his persona in this case. Anyway, let's look inside this thing. I'll defend him too, just not the racism. Look, he's not racist. He's just racist. And then, oh right, we found a travel log of what's his name, of Gregson, where apparently he was in France. We also have this little piece of metal right here, apparently, which, so probably there's going to be a there's going to be a knife in this or something that was broken. And then we have this. Apparently, this is the passport number is a reference to Arthur Doyle's birthday, so, you know, credit to Arthur Doyle. And yeah, so he was traveling. Anyway. He's not racist. He's just incredibly prejudiced against a particular race. Okay. So we've done our review. 2nd of November, 4:57 p.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Oh yeah, if you guys remember, Iris ran away from us when she realized that we were about to catch her. Stealing something from the morgue, I think. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo, are you alright? Toby ripped out my throat. I'm going to die now. Wait, why did Toby attack me? We don't even understand that. Toby must have caught a whiff of something on me. Gina ordered him to. Maybe. Miss Susato. Ah! Conscious again at last. Oh, sorry. Conscious again at last. A blessed relief, my dear fellow. After all, to drop dead after a moderate licking by a small terrier. Most unseemly. What is or isn't seemly is irrelevant here, Mr. Sholmes. This is my fragile, weak little boy, and I will defend him. He is my small, soft boy. I'm so glad there's no lasting damage. How are you feeling? I'm fine, thank you. Did you bring me back here? What's this on my head? A bandage? Sadly, we had no ice, so that's a compress of sugar water. Does that work? Is that a thing? Won't, like, ants try to attack me and I'll get all sticky? Sugar water? Don't worry, Mr. Naruhodo. It's a first aid treatment my father taught me. It actually does help? I didn't know. Huh. You learned something new. So apparently I should stop just drinking sugar and use it for medical aid. I mean, what? What happened to Ryunosuke last stream? He was attacked by the Hound of Bakersfield. Oh, thank you. So, let us take tea when you're feeling up to it. But of course, no sugar in the patient's cup. The bump on my head is throbbing sweetly enough. Don't worry. Whenever you're ready, then. Hello. Toby smelled the other evidence? Maybe. Or maybe he smelled something in particular. Thank you for your concern, Mr. Sholmes. My dear fellow, think nothing of it. I must say I was quite startled when I heard that you'd been attacked by the Waggerhound. For a moment, I feared that infamous murderer of so many had come back from the dead. You mean the professor? Fortunately, I see your prized throat is unscathed. That stiff, turned-up collar of yours obviously afforded some welcome protection. Was I that close to death? All I really remember is the dog licking my face over and over again. It was horrifying! Well, if you wish to avoid such troubles in the future, a little mustard spread on the cheek should do the trick. Oh, just... I think it would balance the sweetness of your bandage rather splendidly. Oh, wait. Did he get licked by the Waggerhound and then he fell over and hit his head and that's how he passed out? Hold on. Where is it? Here, across the street. She's not here. Oh! Hello. Hi, Gina. Gina, I'm sorry. Oh, she's been crying! It stopped, didn't it? You asked me a year ago, the cops could go hang for what I can. We've got to have police, ain't we? To catch the bludgers. So us divers can go about our business in peace. Wait. Sorry. I don't think I heard that properly. He said he was going to teach me everything I need to know to be a detective. Before we got around to showing me where the best flame and fish and chip shops are. Meanwhile, in heaven... Wait, I think I hear him! That's right, Gina. The secret to being a detective is fish and chips. Wait, the secret was fish and chips all along! Actually, that reminds me. Gregson said he was supposed to go to Paris in the near future, didn't he? Gregson gets channeled. I'd like to think that Toby has, like, the spirit of Gregson alongside him. Is something wrong? Oh, no. I'm sure I'm reading too much into things. It's just that... the timing seems very coincidental. Open the fish and chips. Hide the truth. All the information to being a detective was in the fish and chip dimension. You know, boss was acting a bit strange recently. Like, he was always in a rush. The best chips in town. Anyway, back to the Naruhodo Consultancy. What do we do? Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? It's rather unusual to find ourselves here in the middle of investigations. It just occurred to me that I might have forgotten something when we left this morning. Also, I literally was knocked out 5 seconds ago. What the frick, girl? Please don't worry. As long as you continue to investigate, you won't go wrong. Yeah, of course. I have to get back to work. Where do we go? I guess I'll just go downstairs. Oh, where's Iris? I mean, oh, thank God, no Iris. Oh God, I thought we were about to die. Iris, you murdered someone! Wait, is that? If I can't have a daddy, no one can! Iris, what have you done? Apparently they were... He had a night on the town. What on earth is... Am I having a bad dream? Ah, no, it's an old German folk song. A rather fine rendition, I think. That's the least of my... Where is that even coming from? Oh, there's a player in the back. Iris? Iris? Iris, what's the matter? Who is that sprawling, I mean, relaxed gentleman over... That's your freaking dad! Iris? Looks like I'm finally going to jail. It seems that crime really doesn't pay. Excuse me, sir. I do apologize whilst you're singing so merrily. Does he look like he's the one singing? Would you be kind enough to explain the situation? Well, that worked. A crooning gentleman and a mute girl. A rather tantalizing juxtaposition. And one that appears to have incited the gods of deduction. No. Within me to find their voices too. Mr. Sholmes! Look at Iris in the back. Do you mean... The strains of reasoning are playing within me are playing now a delightful duet. One melody sings of a reunion full of nostalgia. Is Iris chewing something? Iris, what's in your mouth? Do you guys see that? Whilst the other is a morose theme about the great secret you're trying so desperately to conceal, Iris. I can't let anyone find the knife! Ow! Yeah, that's why she's not talking, because she has something in her mouth. She's turned as white as a sheet. So as usual, you've seen as usual. So, as usual, you've solved the case. And by the time my own brief performance is over, I feel this gentleman's song will reach the finale. How's it going, Death? Don't make us get the spray bottle. So then, to Music Land, where all is sweetness and delicacy and harmony. Pray, do enjoy Herlock Sholmes' latest Logic and Reasoning Spectacular! The man's identity. Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he's a German with no grasp of the English language. As evidenced by the Germanic song he sings, an apparent inability to understand when asked to desist. How? The only reason why Sholmes is famous is because Iris is an amazing PR team. So, why is the man here at all? And in such apparently high spirits? The answer, of course, Iris is clearly known to you. Indeed, we only need to follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel the particular part of the mystery. The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the herbal tea. Yeah, this tea is so good. I must sing. You obviously offered our German guest a cup of your latest herbal blend. The tea's delectable flavor has made the man's spirits soar! And resulted in this joyful ditty tumbling incessant from his lips. I eagerly await sampling the flavor myself, that I may enjoy the fellow in his state of elation. You gonna die. Yeah, what are you? What? Spit it out! Spit it out! Do I have to rub your nose in the... Isn't that for dogs pooping on the floor? Don't drink the tea. Now to the next question. Who exactly is the gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of this settee? As it happens, a number of years ago now, a certain gentleman of German origin engaged my services in solving a particularly delicate case. He required the retrieval of letters sent to an acquaintance that might have proved problematic. They were nudes. In order to conceal his noble identity, he also arrived in my office in a mask. That's literally Kazuma's mask. Wait, why is he wearing Kazuma's mask? The gentleman's name was Wilhelm Kostrich Sigismund von Ormstad. Wait, that's a kid! Oh no! Oh no! I take it back! I take it back! The King of Germany. Oh, that's his father's name? Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay. If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. Yes, there can be no question. The mask belongs to the King of Germany. How did you come to this conclusion? How? How did he do this? Is he like... Is Herlock Sholmes just like the ultimate gaslighter? It would appear that His Majesty remembers the fine services I put forth to him. And has decided to show his face again, mask and all, in order to express his gratitude. There's no such thing as gaslighting. It's just being wrong. Iris! No amount of tea can justify this stupidity. A well-mannered monarch indeed. Wouldn't you agree, my dear fellow? So, the identity of this masked visitor is in fact my former client, the King of Germany. Indeed, his son is currently in London as well, enjoying the wonders of the Great Exhibition. Damn, he sent his drunk college pics. Like, can you imagine? Do you know what people did when they Do you know what? In my parents' generation, if a girl wanted to get a guy's attention, she might cut out a little newspaper article, or like maybe cut out like a comic from the newspaper section, and send it to them by mail. And say, look, I saw this funny comic and I thought of you. In my mother's generation, they sent memes through the post. Now, can you imagine? Requesting nudes by mail. saying. He had some compromising pictures in the mail. To be fair, the first meme was fair. I mean, yes, people were sending memes using 49-cent stamps. Well, back then, they were probably like 2 cents. But King of Germany. Girls, silence. Wait a second. Iris was using Photoshop to extort the King of Germany. I've solved the case. Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, young Iris. Ye old Photoshop. Cutting and pasting. Oh man. She was making 1900 deepfakes, which were cutting out a face and gluing it to another body. But your apparent inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack. I don't think I've ever actually seen Iris's backpack in this detail, so I don't actually know if there's ever something sticking out. A £5 note, I believe. I must say, as your compatriot, I'm deeply saddened. I need to pay rent! What are you doing, girl? It would appear that you've allowed yourself to be bribed into silence by His Royal Highness, earning yourself some spending money in exchange for keeping quiet about the king's secret. And now the final piece of the puzzle. Iris is so annoyed right now. You see, Naruhodo, I've had to put up with him for my entire life. What is the secret you strive to hide with your silence, Iris? Yes, we only need to follow that brief involuntary twitch of your eyes to find the answer. Oh my, you were attempting to abscond with that coffee cup. Wait, what? A broken handle? My favorite coffee cup, in fact. Or should I say, the handle of my favorite coffee cup. It appears that His Highness's high-spirited highness... His high-spirited highness broke it in the midst of his hijinks. Which leads us to the sad truth. My favorite coffee cup has been broken by the King of Germany! And Iris, you tried to conceal it from me! Oh no! I shall have a bill sent via governmental channels to the German royal family for its replacement. Oh no, you're so sad now! Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this painful puzzle. So what did I tell you, Susato? Never meet your heroes.
with your silence as well. The fellow's jovial wobbling rings in the ears, does it not?
Mr. Sholmes? Something does rather trouble me.
Oh, pray, Mr. Sato, do tell.
His Royal Highness doesn't appear to have moved a muscle since we've arrived.
Ah! And you haven't said a word either, Iris. If Mr. Sholmes has it all right, you might as well own up to it now. Oh, look at her little pigeon toes! Oh! How could this girl be literally the criminal overlord?
Your reasoning isn't entirely without substance, I must admit.
And one more thing, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, yet another grievance, Mr. Naruhodo. Surely not.
Well, I actually read the story of that case recently, the one you were describing. And according to that, wasn't it the King of Bohemia?
Oh, look! He's so shocked he stopped singing. Oh, goodness, was it?
Yes, that's here in my big book of everything. Master Gods, the prince testified to that in court. In his words, "Yeah, I have come to see the great exhibition from my way home in Bohemia. I did my best."
You just can't let me win ever, can you? I would ask you to keep that minor error to yourselves. It could easily become quite a scandal.
I believe, Mr. Naruhodo,
That it's our turn to actually make everything correct. Yes. Even Mr. Sholmes is willing to admit he might be slightly wide of the mark this time. A scandal in Bohemia. I'm telling you, it's the deepfakes, man. Although it's clear that Iris is definitely hiding something. We need to find the truth behind this mysterious scene. Iris, just spit it out, man.
But one truth is incontrovertible. My favorite coffee cup is the war. So, shall we embark again on a joint presentation of Herlock Sholmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular?
At this point, it should just be called the Naruhodo.
No, it's mine! Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he's German! As evidenced by the Germanic song he sings. So, why? Why is he in high spirits? The answer, of course, is drugs! Indeed! Look at all that cocaine and marijuana. Oh my, that must have been some good tasting tea. Do you have a cup?
So, it's a mix of marijuana?
I think the J is silent.
So, marinara.
Yes, that's close enough.
I'd like to hear you singing, but man, just how long does he intend to keep up with that tune?
I don't know. How long does the marinara last? And his lips aren't even moving. So I'm not sure he's actually responsible for this. But I suspect the answer lies at the end of Iris's gaze.
I feel like this is a very compromising picture to start with. Herbal tea. Mask. Let's click on the mask first. we know this mask.
Oh, you're right.
So does that mean... No, surely not. Could it be Kazum? Oh my god.
No. No, it's not. Oh my freaking god.
Oh, no, of course not, thank goodness. Why is this gentleman wearing it now?
I'm afraid once again, I have no idea.
Oh, that's what it's called, a gramophone. I was thinking of vibraphone, but a vibraphone is like... it's an instrument. Wait, this is... It's a gramophone. It's still rarely seen in our own country.
Oh, it's still rarely seen in our own country. The sound appears to be coming from the horn.
But machines singing? That can't be right! They're taking over! AI-generated music, it can't be! Susato would give Iris like a jumping high five.
Science and technology, Mr. Naruhodo. Quit being a caveman.
It's too much for me. Pretty soon, we'll be ordering hamburgers at kiosks instead of actual cashiers.
What are you, silly? That'll never happen. Well, we found our answer.
Ryunosuke would fall for the deepfake. Ryunosuke would like look at all like the AI pictures and like, wow, I can't believe you got a picture of that cat juggling 7 bowling pins. That's amazing.
Take that!
The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is not the marinara. It's the gramophone. Indeed, that's what I said all along. Duh!
No well-bred gentleman would break into an obscure folk song while making a social call.
Wait, there's a cocaine song.
In other words, this gentleman isn't singing at all. In fact, it would appear the fellow is unconscious.
Brodelt wie ein Feuerberg, den Schlund es mir verbrannt, ach Hopfen.
The music seems to have stopped. I gotta say, that is a very impressive record for being able to play that long. The weakest claps I've ever heard. It's like Naruhodo's desk slap.
I ask you, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes?
Why would I have purchased a recording of that gibberish?
How should I know?
Oh, right! I forgot! I downloaded it off of the deep web!
Hey, how's it going, Nishimiya?
Well, never mind! On with the deduction! Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly on the settee? I got it on LimeWire.
LimeWire?
Yes, it's a store that sells illegal records. Maybe one day they'll go into the digital business. But for now...
YouTube to M. I used to use YouTube to MP3 in order to download music. Now you're just dissing me. Iris invented music piracy. Oh, that's her business. That's how she makes so much money. You're writing a report using hiragana. I see. You still do? No. Okay. Totally shameful. Back maybe 5 years ago, whenever I wanted to listen to music, I would literally use a screen recording software and just play the YouTube video. Same. And that's how I downloaded music.
A certain gentleman of German origin engaged my services. Blah, 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 you've heard this. Yes, oh my goodness, and he was so beautiful, and he was German, and he had deep fakes, and he tried to send, images to his lover in the mail. It turns out they were photoshopped. He made the image smaller, while he made certain other parts larger. If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. Yes, there, no question.
That's exactly what A Scandal in Bohemia was all about. That's exactly what it was.
But then Iris got a hold of the pictures and cut out his head and put them on a woman's body.
It seems Mr. Sholmes intends to persist in his German theory.
Come to think of it, the young prince was wearing a mask. Iris would swap her doll heads.
If you don't pay, I will let everyone know you have a little doll body.
But those pictures are fake.
But nobody knows. Master Gotts? The boy whom you had in tears?
Don't remind me. Or anyone else. I mean, Yule Photoshop is literally scissors and glue.
Do you suppose all members of the aristocracy of mainland Europe wear masks?
I'm sure they do. Well, probably anyway. The point is, the mask doesn't belong to a king.
No, that's right. As we all know. Because we can identify the true owner of the mask.
Oh, we just have to point it out? Obviously. I mean, actually, she wears a mask too. Now that I think, there are lots of characters that wear masks. Is a disguise a mask? In theory, it is.
Take that!
Yes! There can be no question. That mask belongs to my one true love, Kazuma Asogi.
In other words, my memory is sublimely unreliable.
Okay, Sholmes. Okay, Sholmes. Only you could try to make that sound positive. Kazuma's mask has been languishing on the metal chest for several days. Though that doesn't explain why the gentleman is wearing it now.
But it is a simple matter to determine our guest's true identity. After all, the gentleman is unconscious. We need only to excuse ourselves in advance and gently unzip his No! I'll just take off the mask then.
Oh. I don't believe it! Oh my god! Who could have seen this coming? What a shock! There's no way! That's amazing! I can't... What the... I should have... Oh my goodness! He wasn't German at all. The power of Kazuma! He turned a German man Japanese! Father?
I'm afraid, Miss Susato. You must be...
No, I think not, Mr. Sholmes.
Then it would appear our logic and reasoning has once again revealed the truth. This mysterious visitor
is my unconscious father,
Yujin Mikoto.
I appreciate you not unzipping his trousers, Mr. Schultz.
Logic and reasoning, or just looking and saying? Ryunosuke is exactly how I feel, man. Yujin got race on. Ryunosuke's bad with faces.
which leaves us with Iris.
I do like Ryunosuke, and I also kind of like Apollo, because they're both just, like, kind of done with everyone's crap. Which is one of the reasons why I think Hajime Hinata was such a well-liked Danganronpa protagonist, because he was literally just like, really, guys? Really? Phoenix did have his snarky moments too, but Phoenix was also kind of dumb. Let's be real here.
Look! Take that knife out of your mouth and we'll put in some chocolate instead. Come on, give me the rent money.
So that's a £5 note poking out of Iris's bag? Oh dear, I can't be sure. Most money we encounter is in coin form. We can't afford actual paper. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Oh. Phoenix treated Apollo. You know, that's true, but that's only when he stopped being the protagonist.
Where's the money, Iris?
I know. I'm not sure if we've ever seen any banknotes. Oh my god, they're so poor. Oh god, it hurts.
Anyway, Father would have never paid money for Iris's silence. Wait. Father,
What are these photos? You have a little doll body, father? He certainly seems like the silent type himself, though, judging by his present state. There must be some other reason. Perhaps what Iris is trying to show so hard not to give away with her eyes is something entirely different. I kind of want to see what the knapsack says, what they say about it. Show the thing, everything to Gina. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, if she's old enough to crawl, she's old. I mean, she runs her entire crime syndicate. So what do you expect? Now that I think about it, Iris always wears a little bag on her back, doesn't she?
Yes, that's right. Though it's easy to forget about because you can't see it from the front. That or the animators didn't want to animate it. There are 2 little felt dolls attached to it.
Yeah, there's a little bunny rabbit Herlock. I had no idea. I don't remember seeing them. Is it possible there's always a 5-pound note poking out of her bag that I just haven't noticed?
I couldn't say with absolute certainty, but I think it's unlikely.
I want to see the little dolls. What is she hiding? Ants? Teapot. Oh, she's looking away, so maybe something behind her? The Persian slipper, of course! This slipper is in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, isn't it?
It is! When I first saw it on the mantelpiece, I fairly nearly fainted with excitement.
Does Iris keep her 11s in there? Wait, what? I don't know. I don't know British terms, man.
Yes, that part was never mentioned in the stories.
We could swap it for the Japanese equivalent of a slipper for fun. In other words, a wooden gaita sandal.
But it wouldn't be possible to hide anything inside.
Which matters because... Oh! Oh, it's open! It's open!
The metal chest contains important documents, doesn't it?
Yeah. The cases of Mr. Sholm. Her dad was trying to look at the files! Right, doesn't her dad have a copy of The Hound of Bakersfield? Ryunosuke changes the slipper. Get pranked, bro! Written up by Iris's father. Wait, written up by Iris's father, if I remember correct. No. You don't think... No. You don't... No! 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 Surprise! I am half Japanese! No! No, there's no way! Written up by Iris's father, and Yujin Mikotoba knew to open the chest, which was supposed to just be a table.
Iris insists that the chest is kept locked at all times. She's never shown me inside once.
Oh, it's shown inside once.
Well, its contents are valuable to her, I suppose, and entirely irreplaceable. But looking at it now, the catch is unlocked for once.
So it is! That's hard to ignore.
Very.
I've never seen the chest unlocked before. In all the time we've been staying in Baker... You guys have never opened it once?
Take that!
There's the poor coffee cup. Yes, the reasoning for your muteness is concealed inside the metal chest.
An excellent observation. For upon closer inspection, there is something different about the chest's appearance. It's kept locked at all times, yet now the catch is open. Evidently, this has something to do with your refusal to speak, Iris. But it's simple enough matter to incite you to speak, I'm sure. I merely need to open the chest. Here we go.
No, Hallie, don't!
What? Mr. Shows! He's dead!
Never. Oh, Hallie, I told you not to open it.
Damn! They dead! The bodies just keep piling up! How's it going, Champsmere? This is how she killed the first 5 nobles. Ah, so you found your voice now, Iris. In other words, what just happened clearly reveals the truth here. Yes, the real reason for your silence until now.
This is somewhat different to your usual dance of deduction you perform with Mr. Sholmes, isn't it?
Well, you left me alone on the ballroom floor, like all the other girls do. Sorry. I mean, I'm gonna have to do this dance solo. Anyway, I need to get to the bottom of this for my own peace of mind. Now then, Iris isn't usually the silent type. She usually has her minions do her talking, though.
You mean, you don't actually know the answer yet? Despite that knowing point of the finger before?
Mr. Sato, sometimes a man needs to point his finger first and think later, okay?
Oh, well, if you say so, you can point. I think we better examine Iris more closely.
I can imagine Naruhodo and Susato just like circling around Iris going, Okay. What have you got? Skirt. What you got there, Iris? I kind of want to click on see what skirt says. Iris always dresses in these frilly clothes. Look at, I never realized how freaking poofy her bloomers were. Look at that. They go all the way down to her knees. She's so poofy. Her skirt is full of rent money. That's gotta be.
I've always thought this skirt was rather delightful.
It's pretty sizable with all those frills. Sizable enough for the rent money.
You seem to be rather fond of that idea. But you certainly can't go investigating further.
You do it, Susanoo! Does it look like that's what I was thinking? Damn, Ryunosuke, hold up, hold, Ryunosuke. That's a key she's holding. Look. I'm sure that wasn't in her hands before, was it?
No, you're quite right.
Wait, she had the key in her mouth. Where's the money? Why does your skirt look like it's full of 5-pound bills?
It's as if it appeared
But oh yeah, the felt dolls are there. Good call.
by magic.
That's strange. A big ol' iron key. Where did it materialize from? Wait. Can we click on the dolls? Yeah, look at there's a little bunny Herlock Sholmes and a little like, is that like a mouse?
For some reason, the knapsack is really standing out as suspicious today.
Oh, is it? It's quite sizable enough for a sizable secret.
Perhaps it is, but we can't look inside without Iris's permission.
No, you're right. Who knows what might pop out and punch us? Yeah, Ryunosuke did have a Chunosuke on his thing as well. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at the concept art later. But
You'll never take me alive!
yes, the real reason for your silence now is that key behind your back. It's a bear. I don't think it's a bear. I think it's a mouse because she's tiny. When Mr. Sholmes was thrown into the air before. She pulled it out of her mouth! Just before you tried to stop him, you slipped something out of your mouth. That something is a key in your hands. No doubt the key to my heart, to the chest.
Wait, that's the key to Ryunosuke's heart?
That belongs to Kazuma! Give it back to him!
You're so clever, Muno! I stole the key to your heart from Kazuma because I thought you belonged with Susato!
So now it becomes clear. Thanks to Mr. Sholmes' graphic demonstration, we can well imagine what happened here. But Professor Mikotoba also opened that metal chest, to be punched into the air and land sprawled on the settee.
But wait, there's more! What about the stylish scarf, the cup of tea, and above all, why would he be wearing Kazuma-sama's mask?
Well, for those curious details, I can think of only one explanation. Luck? Clearly, an unbelievable miracle took place in this room. Isn't that right, Iris? Oh my god, it was really... Was it luck? When Professor Mikotoba attempted to open the chest, completely unaware of what awaited inside, the mask was flung into the air just as he was. Only to... Wait, and then the teacup and
You mean to say the stylish scarf?
is actually just a tablecloth. This is the Great Detective's office, after all. A place of miraculous deductions. Hey! Hey, it's my girl! Hell yeah, Susato! Would you expect anything less?
Yes, you're right. It's exactly as you said. Brilliant, Ryuno.
Thus concludes Ryunosuke Naruhodo's great deduction of this punchy puzzle. You ruined it. You had to ruin it. I hate it here. I hate it. I do need a pun command.
So then, why don't I make a fresh pot of tea for us all?
Wait, Iris, before you do, we have to ask, why was she trying to open the thing?
Objection!
Oh! 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 Here we go! Oh! And at the very last moment, an admirable performance, Mr. Naruhodo! Oh, the music just got a little bit more intense?
But in the final act of the show, you rather missed everything of importance.
Mr. Schultz with the steel chair! RKO! Mr. Schultz!
If you would cast your mind back to my earlier deduction... Iris, clearly you're hiding a great secret.
She is? From the look on her face. Mr. Schultz must be
Like, yes, so what's the secret? What's the secret, Iris? Tell me the secret. Come on, the secret. Secret time. Come on, let's tell me the secret.
The cat's not out of the bag yet.
So I put it to you again. You are attempting to abscond with the coffee cup.
It really is a shame about Mr. Sholmes' cup.
It must have been smashed when Professor Mikotoba opened the chest.
Oh dear. So many things seem to be broken here. A cup, my father's back, any semblance of sanity.
Now the deduction has taken a different direction. Iris doesn't seem to be hiding the broken cup anymore.
In other words, her great secret is something else.
Let's put our eyes to work. Iris, you clever little girl. Oh my God, she's a monster. Look, there seem to be papers. Iris is trying to hide them underneath the tray.
The insignia, Mr. Naruhodo. It's a Scotland Yard document. She's burning the evidence.
But what? How? We must. Oh God!
Take that!
You were attempting to abscond with the case file!
Iris, as you very well know, nothing escapes the attention of the great detective Usually, nothing escapes the attention of the great detective.
No.
We visited Scotland Yard's autopsy laboratory earlier today. A very, very beautiful, lovely, kind, thoughtful, amazing, cute, adorable bearer of my heart, Dr. Gory, informed us that the autopsy report of Clint Van Zeeks had gone missing. Look at her, look at me. Look at her beautiful eyes, her beautiful lips, her lovely nose, her incredible ears. Does anyone compliment ears?
Clint Van Zeeks. Yes, I do seem to recall. Some years ago, I asked to see the report in question. You were with me, weren't you? Slightly smaller Iris.
How's it going, Wit? You mean it was you, Iris? The papers you have there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, forgive me! Oh, I'm sorry! I forgive you! I forgive you! All I ever do in these games is make little girls cry.
In truth, I would like to have thought it could have been predicted. It could have predicated the booby-trapped chest. But it caught me completely off guard. I was very nearly the late consulting detective, Sherlock Holmes.
I'm sorry, Harry.
So you mean the autopsy report really is?
Yes. I took it from the lab, even though I knew it was very important. Was there something in it that troubled you, Iris? Not exactly something that troubled me. Something I'd been looking for when I saw this report. When I saw the writing in it. I knew it was Daddy's.
Iris, here's a big hug for you. The writing.
Your father's writing? What do you really mean?
Iris? Must be something hard to talk about.
Forgive me for interrupting, my dear fellows, but I love not reading social cues.
What is it?
I feel as though the poor unconscious gentleman on the settee has been somewhat forgotten.
Father! He's not breathing! He doesn't have a pulse!
Perhaps we should find our guest somewhere to rest more peacefully. Mr. Naru Hodo!
Yes?
Would you be so kind as to lend him your bed? We must do our very best to make him comfortable, I feel.
Of course. I'll help you carry him up.
So will I.
No, no, no. I can manage that alone, thank you. You have tea to enjoy. We wouldn't want Iris's brew to stew.
He drags him up by one arm.
Come on! Oh, no, I'm sorry I bumped your head. Oh, oh, goodness. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Oh, no, no, no.
Because there's no better way to make the professor comfortable than dragging him upstairs like a truck. I wonder. Perhaps that was deliberate. Maybe Mr. Sholmes is making himself scarce to give Iris the chance to talk freely.
And you said I couldn't read social cues.
We must use this opportunity to talk to Iris.
He princess carries him.
Oh, I'm so... Oh, good God. Oh, no. Oh, goodness.
And find out what's going on.
Would you tell us about it, Iris? About your father?
I'm sure I told you before, didn't I? That Daddy used to be Hurley's partner. Yes. And that notes about the case they solved together are kept inside the metal chest. That's right. Hurley told me, you see.
She looks... Oh... She's trying so hard to smile.
He said that Daddy is somewhere far away now, so we can't meet.
Well... He is somewhere far away. That is... That is true. That's one way of describing it. Oh.
Then, when I secretly unlocked the chest and read through the papers inside, I started to build a picture of my head, of what Daddy must be like.
Well, that's only natural.
You're just like any other girl of your age.
Well, not exactly.
I read that Daddy was a professor of medical science, so I studied and took my degree.
I mean, I'm sure your dad is very proud. Well, that's only natural, I suppose.
In that respect, you're not quite like any other girl of your age, though.
How'd they let her take a degree? Yeah, it doesn't in this day and age, in order to be a doctor, you have to, like, actually cut open cadavers. Damn, so she's been doing that since, like, she was, like, 6. Literally not like other girls.
But there was one thing that I could never find out. Daddy's name.
Wait, what?
His name wasn't anywhere on the notes that he had made about his work with Hurley.
I'm not like other girls. I take college courses.
But then one day...
That's when it happened. Imagine getting murdered and having your autopsy performed by a 7-year-old. When you saw this autopsy report, you managed to work it out.
Yes.
So it was the handwriting in the report that caught her eye. Right, they didn't have typing back then. You couldn't just send a text.
When I saw the writing on that report, I could hardly believe it. I know that handwriting. I thought to myself.
Because it was the same writing as you'd seen in your father's case notes.
Exactly. I was desperate to compare the two properly. I needed to see side by side, so I asked the doctor in the laboratory. But I was told I couldn't take the report away. And even worse, I was told that was the first and last time we'd be allowed to look in there.
So you decided to steal it.
Yes, I put it in my skirt with all the other banknotes. When I compared the autopsy report with the case notes I had here, there was no doubt. The handwriting was exactly the same. It was Daddy's.
And the signature of the coroner at the bottom of the autopsy report read Dr. John H. Wilson.
That's how I finally found out. I learned my daddy's name at last.
I see.
Ever since then, I've called myself Iris Wilson.
And when did you do this?
When I was 2. That's also when I had a brilliant idea of writing stories all about Daddy's exciting adventures times with Hurley. I decided then and there I'd write The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes.
This was when she was 8. Okay, maybe I exaggerated a little bit.
Iris, I had no idea these stories had quite deep personal significance.
I can see why the autopsy was so important to her. And why she was prepared to break the law. And cause Herlock Sholmes to go into legal trouble, because let's be real here, she's a minor. She was 2 when she got her medical degree. Oh, okay. My mistake. I must apologize, Iris. This is really all my fault.
Hurley?
I made a promise, you see, that until the time was right, I'd keep the details about your father a secret.
I know. I've been very naughty. I've been committing crimes. Dozens, no, hundreds of people have died because of me. I created an entire criminal syndicate. But all I really wanted was my daddy.
That makes it even more sad. Oh God. Why is my fan fiction making it worse? The Iris lore is expanded.
I'll take the autopsy back to Dr. Gory and apologize. I promise.
Yes, we'll go together, I think. Wait, can we hold on to the autopsy until after the case is over? I'm just saying. She's already broken the law for 2 years. What's a few more days? Just saying. Herlock Sholmes is her daddy now. Yeah. I mean, he's always been the daddy.
Then let me look after it for you until we get there.
Who's Sherlock Holmes? Some random dude who put on a terrible cosplay of Herlock Sholmes. The autopsy report of the infamous professor. Coroner. Dr. John H. Wilson. Victim, Clint Van Zeek, Somali. Age 33. Oh, he was the same age as Jesus when he died. I'm just saying. Coincidence? I think not. Nationality, British. 31st of May between 9 p.m. and midnight. Unfortunately, a lot of crap happened between 9 p.m. and mid. Wait, no, I'm thinking of the Enoch Drebber case. No, that was different. Never mind. Observations: death from a single stab. You didn't know the Jesus lore? I mean, it's debated, but generally, historians say 33. Died from a stab wound. That's different. Because aren't the professor's victims supposed to be... The professor's victims are supposed to be death by Wagahound, right? Huh. A bite counts as a stab, but it's a single stab. A bite is multiple teeth, right? Okay, so we're going to have to think about that one. Additional notes. Recent scarlet ink stains visible on the little and ring fingers of the right hand. Right hand. Could be doctored. Could be Dr. Seathed. Autopsy findings. Vital evidence recovered from the victim's stomach during... Wait, what? Credit to Inspector. Of course, Gregson realized there was something in the stomach because he knows all about the gastronomy because he eats so much fish and chips. Of course. Credit to Inspector Gregson for petitioning for the autopsy. No internal trauma noted anywhere in the body. What, a stab wound doesn't... Oh, I guess that's external trauma. No internal trauma, so like no organs were bleeding or something. I'm gonna shit myself. I'm gonna poop myself. Chopper was doctoring. Freaking One Piece. Oh, that's just stupid theme song. No spoilers though. Nothing and nothing. Okay, hold on. We gotta get to music first. I must go water my herbs, I think. With my tears. I'll see you all later. Poor Iris. She must be feeling awful. I know Mr. Sholmes is here for her, but still. Ah! How? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Sholmes? Mr. Sholmes. Oh, dear me. So, you've noticed, I see. But that would mean... What on earth's the matter, Mr. Sato? You've turned as white as a sheet. It's this autopsy report, Mr. Naruhodo. The one from 10 years ago. The writing isn't Dr. Wilson's at all. What do you, how can you possibly know that? Because I know. She really is half Japanese! Oh my god!
This writing is my father.
Professor Mikotoba's!
Indeed, it's true. And now you know, my dear fella.
Herlock Sholmes' medical assistant partner was Eugen Mikotoba! Oh my god! I don't know anything! What on earth does it mean, Sholmes? Because there's a nuclear bomb that is exploding in my head right now! Please explain! Okay, I wanted to do paint, but this is too good not to keep going right now. So this autopsy report was actually penned by Professor Mikotoba? But it's not possible! Not possible!
My dear fellows, pray, take a deep breath and think.
Yes, you're right. In some ways, it actually makes a great deal of sense.
Wait, who was the mom? Was Eugen Mikotoba two-timing? Wait, hold. Wait, at first I thought it was Genshin, who was the dad. Then I thought it was Clint, who was the dad. And now it's Eugen? Wait, what? It does?
10 years ago is when my father returned to Japan after his extended study.
And prior to his return was when Dr. Mikotoba was engaged.
Of course. He was an assistant in Dr. Wilson's lab. Damn! Dr. Wilson, lazy AF, getting the interns to do everything. God damn!
As an assistant, he would have aided with the dissection work, making detailed notes, which would be assembled in the full autopsy report. Yes, he made his unpaid interns do all the work. Once the work was complete, the head coroner would check the contents and put his signature on the document.
In other words, the only writing of Dr. Wilson's in the report would be his signature.
I see. So if Iris got the wrong end of the stick? She assumed the whole report had been written by Dr. John H. Wilson. Yes! Retroactively, it means Wilson literally was pointless! He had absolutely no relevance other than randomly dying! What the... Yes, he was kind of important because he died. His most important contribution to the story was dying. He died for the sake of fun. Once a case, one victim.
Which is very understandable, of course.
What a complicated situation. Well, frick. He died for the vine. Oh, man. Okay, now that we have this, it's time for a little bit of paint. Okay. So, first of all, because this is good deduction music. Okay. Death from a single stab wound and other superficial external wounds indicative of a duel. Okay. And then red scarlet ink stains. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but we have a little bit of time for paint. There might be a good paint spot in 5 minutes, but I don't want to lose my thought. So if you guys can give me a moment. Because I have a very interesting thought right now. One quick moment, guys. Let's see, open file. Is it timeline 2 that I was looking at? Open with paint. Okay. Is it... no, it's not timeline 2. It's the theory. Give me a moment. Paint. Okay, so I wrote down this theory. How does one open a picture in MS Paint locals? Look, I'm learning, okay? Okay, but first of all, okay, look, I'm gonna go in 5 minutes to see the song, and if the song isn't good, I will never trust you again. Okay, so you are putting down your chips right now. You're putting your chips down right now, okay? Okay, so we'll go for 5 more minutes before we go to paint. Thinking about it, most of what we know about you, Mr. Sholmes, comes from the published stories of your exploits.
Yes, The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, written by Iris.
And we really have no way of knowing what's fact and what's fiction.
Most troubling for you, my dear fellow.
We don't really know what the truth is. And to that I say, LOL! This frickin' man. So what about the supposed partner of yours? Did he really exist?
Ah, you've come straight to the point, I see. Yes, and please come straight to the answer.
I believe Iris explained it in one of her installments. He was a trusted comrade, and the only person I could truly call a friend. I'm so very lonely. Lonely. I am so lonely.
I have no body. All on my own. Ah!
And did that partner of yours truly make a record of all your cases? Are his notes really stored in that metal chest?
Absolutely, my dear madam. Absolutely.
So where's your partner now?
Look! Dots! We rarely meet.
God, he is so good at not answering the question. Who is your partner? He's a friend. Where is he? Well, we don't usually meet.
You see, he lives on the other side of the world.
But if the autopsy report and the records of all your old cases were penned by the same hand... I know. Man, he's like expert politician. Like, you guys remember when we were like, hey, was Kazuma still alive or was he dead? He was like, oh no, he was alive. It's like, why'd you say he was dead? For the plot, Naruhodo! And if the autopsy report was written, though not signed, for the lols by your famous partner, there would only be one logic and reasoning spectacular conclusion.
Pray, impress me.
Your partner would have to be Yujin Mikotoba. In other words, Miss Susato's father.
Upon my word, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes?
You're coming along wonderfully. You've hit upon the method at last. You've finally grasped the art of deduction.
You mean to say...
Allow me to introduce you to my great friend and partner, Miko Toba.
Professor Mikotoba? He's awake! Okay, before we get to the to be continued, now we will do our paint. I'm okay with this music, so that's fine. Oh, wait. Alright, what was I gonna see? Okay. No, I preferred the previous music. Let's just keep moving and then we'll find better music. Actually, if now that I think about it, don't they have like an audio player that I could just like open up in this game? And let's just keep going. Let's not, hey guys, let's not spam too much about what I should and shouldn't do. Let's try to keep backseating to a minimum, okay? I appreciate the suggestions, but let's try to not be so aggressive on our backseating.
Does this mean that you're the real Dr. Wilson?
No, my dear, I'm still my old self, Eugene Mikotoba, and your father.
Oh, of course.
This is obviously too much for Sosato's little childish brain to take. Your little puny, itty-bitty brain. Not like my brain that was complimented by Herlock Sholmes. I'll just use YouTube to MP3.
I must say so. How my old friend has attained worldwide celebrity as a great mystery solver. It's the greatest mystery of all. I still remember the first time we met. Now, pray remind me. What was it again, Mikotoba? 16 years ago, Sholmes. Ah, yes, quite. 16 years ago. I just arrived in Japan with Seishiro and Genshin Impact. I was in search of lodgings close to the hospital. Same comfortable rooms at a reasonable price. But rents are devilishly high in that particular area. That's right. So I decide I need roommate and share expense. And fortunately, I use Airbnb and discover Sholmes renting out the room. Sholmes found himself in similar situation. I was a callow fellow back then, a mere shadow of the great detective you see before you now. I was working at the hospital's chemical laboratory at the time, indulging my curiosities for a little gain. And the situation of our cohabitation led us to pursuing cases together, you see. Hard to believe. It was mere 6 years ago.
6 years ago, 16.
We had a great many adventures. But the last year of Mikotoba's stay in Britain, the most infamous of cases presented itself. The case with which you've become rather familiar. The Professor killings.
Oh, so they investigated the Professor killings together. Wait. And then Iris popped out, and then we had a baby together.
After the trial, Seishiro and I were summoned back home.
Hardly surprising, given the circumstances. Sholmes was Iris's mother, of course! Oh, it lasted 6 years. You're right, right.
So there you have it. And as you know, all the details recorded by my trusty chronicler remain in that metal case.
Man, I'm going home. Professor Mikotoba really is Mr. Sholmes' famous partner? Oh man, Susato's gonna go ballistic. Humana, 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 humana. Humana, 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 humana.
Father.
Goodness, my dear. What a cutting look.
As your daughter, I'm very proud to learn that you were the great detective's great partner. But you are destroying my fantasies of me spending the rest of my life with Herlock Sholmes now that I know he was dating my father! But nevertheless, there's another mystery I really must ask you to explain right now.
And that is?
You know very well what it is. The unresolved matter of Iris's father.
What episode of Maury Povich is this? This is freaking Jerry. Eugen, you are the father.
I should have seen this coming, I suppose.
Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Iris told us that all the notes about the Great Detective's adventures are in that metal chest. And they were written by her father. Isn't that correct, Mr. Sholmes?
Susanoo chases it backstage. You owe Mr. Sholmes child support!
That is indeed what I told young Iris.
But if you're Mr. Sholmes' partner, father, and you wrote those case notes, then Iris's father must be you.
Upon my word, Mrs. Otto. You are coming along wonderfully as well. You, too, have hit upon the method at last. You finally grasped the art of deduction.
And Mr. Sholmes comes out! The results are in! Eugen Mikotoba! You are the father! Ah!
What you've always told me, father, that my mother died when I was born 16 years ago, and you left me in grandmother's care while you embarked on your study tour. I've always accepted that. But all this about Iris.
There it is. Susato-san's ice-cold stare. No, hold on a minute. There was a new service called Tinder, and it was Hot Girl Summer. It is very, very complicated. I mean, it's not what you think.
Then perhaps you'd like to explain what it is! Oh no! Oh no!
Now the eyes go from cold to hot just before she... No, really, you've got the wrong end of the stick! So say something, man!
Well, I'm leaving! Man, let's just say, the English really love cake, and so does Eugen, if you know what I'm saying. Oh!
That's quite enough, my fiery fellow. Mr. Sholmes, when did you get all dressed up? Whilst I don't like interrupting this exciting exploration of the past, Mikotoba and I have an urgent matter that requires a short excursion.
Damn, Sholmes out here playing wingman against Susato for her own dad. Oh my god. Yo, Sholmes is a homie. Oh my goodness. Sholmes out here defending dad against his own daughter. Daughter, S, plural.
Mikotoba and I have an urgent matter that requires a short excursion.
But it's very late, Mr. Sholmes. Where do you think you're going? I will lock the doors. I will bolt all the windows.
Why, my dear madam, is it not obvious? My partner and I must pursue our natural enemies. So, get your coat, Mikotoba. The game is afoot! What? Holmes. But Mr. Sholmes, I must really give Susato a full explanation, I think. Later, my dear fellow, later. Our carriage waits downstairs already. You haven't changed one iota, have you? I mean, really. I visit our home after 10 long years, and when I open the chest in a fit of nostalgia, I quite inexplicably pass out. And as if that wasn't enough, when I eventually regain consciousness, I wake up on the Murray show.
Father, please, go with Mr. Sholmes now.
What?
Hey, how's it going, Sauron?
I have no doubt that whatever happened, you were acting in everyone's best interests. Especially that part where you slept with a lot of women and eventually got one of them pregnant.
Wait, what?
I trust you, completely.
Susato. Let me speak to Mr. Naruhodo quickly. Listen, Mr. Naruhodo. You must understand. Cake is cake, no matter the baker.
But you must resist the cake. Words of Wisdom by Eugene Mikoto.
And sending the great detective off with his great partner on renewed adventures together is more than I could have hoped for in my wildest dreams.
Very well again. Very well then. We will speak again later.
I don't think I can read that one right.
So, I believe your own work is done for the day. I wish you the best of luck for tomorrow. Yes, Naruhodo. Good luck in battle. And reaching a decision.
About when to go back to Japan, I suppose.
So much happened that day that I barely knew what to do with myself.
Okay. Wrong autopsy report. Sorry to cut you off, Naruhodo, but we need to paint. Okay. So. Okay, so. The music, okay, so good call. Okay, anyway. Clint Van Zeeks died. Yeah. I'm good. I'm so smart. Okay, listen. All right. So, John Wilson analyzed Clint Van Zeeks. And the observations. Death from a single stab wound. So, it was not from a dog wound or a dog bite, right? Because bites are very different from stabs, right? They said other superficial external wounds indicative of a duel. And then I don't know what the scarlet ink stains. They might be relevant later. And no internal trauma. But death from a single stab wound to the heart. Okay. I'm rolling here. Okay. It's very important to note this. This man did not die with the same MO as the professor. So to call this a killing of a professor is very strange. It's kind of strange. Right? There needs to be very heavy justification, and we're not really seeing that justification of why this had to be with the professor. Instead, it sounds like someone challenged him to a duel, right? Now, far-fetched. Far-fetched. That's a Pokemon. But yes, it is kind of far-fetched. Where is the paint? All right. So, if we go back to my original hypothesis of Genshin Impact admits to ending another human's life. So the question is, did he end one human's life, or did he end several humans? He said ending another human's life. He didn't say ending many humans' lives. That's something I picked up on. If he just generally killed humans, then it was Professor. He was the professor, obviously, right? Which I'll just underline this in red. But if he only killed one person, then we have reason to believe that if he only killed one person, he obviously wasn't the professor. But with his connections, it seems to suggest, and we went through the entire reasoning a little while back, but he would have, it would be speculative that the one human that Genshin killed was the professor, right? We can go over that entire reasoning, but we can go over that one, in the other stream. But now we have this. We have Clint Van Zeeks, who is a victim of the professor, but who died in a very different way from the other professor victims. That means, even though he was a victim of the professor, he died in a different way, which may suggest that humans is not humans. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Punawit. That's what I noted. He said he admitted to ending another human's life. But, you know, he said that verbally, so we don't know exactly what that means, right? Humansies? Okay, maybe he caught him off guard and killed him. Yeah, but if you have a reputation as a mass murderer, you'd still tell your dog to chow him down a little bit, right? So, what does this suggest? Okay, this actually kind of makes me feel like, haha, I have solved the case. Okay, yeah, this is good deduction music. Okay, okay. It's like epic deduction music. This is like the deduction music you play at the final boss. Okay, hear me out here. Okay, so he died in a different way than the other 4 professor victims. A very different way. The other 4 professor victims died by Whack-a-Hound, or the Hound of Bakersfield. Clint died by stabbing, right? Which seems to support the possibility of someone else murdering him. And we happen to know someone who is very related to the professor incident, who is Genshin, who was accused of being the professor, who also may have only killed just one person. Which suggests Genshin killed Clint with his persona. This suggests that the gambler took it. He lost the 50-50, and so he had to die. Genshin killed Clint because Genshin only killed one person. At least there's a high possibility that Genshin is admitting to killing one person, not multiple people. And someone related to the professor case, which was killed supposedly by the professor, but heavily related to the professor case, but also not necessarily killed by the professor explicitly because it wasn't killed by the dog, implying that Genshin was the one who killed Clint. And deduction time. If Genshin killed Clint, Genshin killed the professor, and Genshin only killed one person, it means Clint is the professor. Wrong one. And all the pieces now come together. And that is the solution to this case. Indubitably! Yeah! Okay. Amazing arrow. Look, I ran out of space. Okay, so now that we have this, we can fill out the timeline. Did somebody post a spoiler? I didn't see any spoiler. Yeah, if somebody posts a spoiler, I didn't actually see it. But if somebody posted a spoiler, please don't spoil. But I didn't see anything, so don't worry about it. But thank you for looking out for me. Oh, you mean me? Wait, did I post a spoiler? Okay. So, here is the timeline. Cake is cake no matter the baker. Yujin Mikotoba, 18-something. Okay. So here is the bigger timeline. Okay. Professor kills 4 rich dudes, then Clint gets killed by the professor. So we now know that this is incorrect. I'm not gonna erase it, I'm just gonna, like, cross it out. How do I do that? Let's just say purple. No, we've already used purple. Green is my correction color. So this, can you guys see this? Yeah, I think you guys can. So, boom. Professor kills 4 rich dudes. Professor is, oh, that's too big. Clint, who is the professor, kills 4 rich dudes. Then, yeah, unfortunately, your brother Clint is a mass murderer. I'm sorry, Balroth. Genshin kills Clint to stop the professor. Oh. Stop that. Let's see here. And this is actually what happens here. And not this right here. Am I finding that Balroth is Barok? Apparently, this is probably one of the funniest ad-libs I've seen. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, sorry, I messed with the thing. Gregson demands autopsy on Clint. And then he gets accused of the professor to cover Clint's crime. Because if you guys remember, the aristocracy was being accused at the time of being corrupt. Okay, the aristocracy was accused of being corrupt, so to cover Clint's crime, they blame it on the random Japanese guy who stopped him. Because Genshin, in theory, committed a crime. Is dueling a crime? Because it says there was indicative of a duel. If he challenged him to a duel, is it okay to kill him? Like, is there a legal precedent for that? He's like, I'm going to kill you. He's like, you can't do that. That's illegal. I challenge you to a duel. Oh, dang. Okay, it's still a crime. Okay, to cover Clint's crime, they blame it on Genshin, who is a murderer. He's just not the professor. So they blame it on the murderer that stopped the murderer. Right? Okay. And what does that mean? What does that mean? I feel like I'm missing one thing. There's like one small thing that's in the back of my head that's playing that like I can't figure out what... Okay, hear me out here. Now this is a logical leap. Deal the... Thank you, Arcade. Okay, this is a logical leap. Oh, dueling is still a crime, right? So, this is a bit of a logical leap. Scarlet ink stains, right? At first I thought, oh, there was blood on their hand. But no, they went out of their way to say there were ink stains on the fingers, right? There were ink stains on the fingers. And when... And when Genshin was in jail, he had a piece of paper. And eventually, not a single person could find that piece of paper. What if that piece of paper is actually what Clint was writing? Which means... Alright, so we have the Drebber event, accused of being the professor. Accused of being the professor. And then the Drebber event is here. But that means I'm cooking so hard I'm burning the kitchen. That means Genshin takes Clint's note to prison. Right here. And if Genshin takes Clint's note to prison, and he says that is his only weapon, everyone tries to find it. Everyone in the British government tries to find it. They can't. So instead, they just find his will, who says, I leave my stuff to my old boy in the back, Kazuma. Kazuma, one day you will unlock your persona, right? Okay. What that means is Clint's paper, he ate it. Yes, he ate it. He wanted someone to search his stomach. No. Okay. What does this mean? It means Clint's note has something so important that the entirety of the prison, which is essentially the government, what's his name? Barclay, was it? Barry Caden. Barry Caden was tasked to find the paper. And it was so important that he had to fire, what's his face? He had to fire his chief warder, what's his name? Gossip, not Gossip. Chief Warder Daily Vigil. He had to fire him. He had to silence anyone about that, and he had to make up something fake. Or maybe he just pretended like the will was the only thing they found. Oh, that's good enough, right? Gossip. Well, not Gossip. One day I'll learn the characters' names. Yeah, Daily Vigil and Juror number 2. Which means Clint's note was damning in some way. That was huge, right, huge. Clint's note was damning in some way. In some possible way, Clint's note was damning to the government. Or whoever was trying to silence this entire situation. Which means if a man is about to die, because they said he died in a duel, right? Well, they said it indicated of a duel. I don't know if it was actually a duel. Maybe he didn't want to die. But let's suppose it was a duel. Let's suppose they were having a duel, right? And that's how Genshin defeated him, because Clint didn't realize how powerful his persona was. If he was planning on dying, let's suppose Clint had a guilty conscience and he wanted to let Genshin kill him in a duel, for example. Like I'm making it a little bit more dramatic than it needs to be, but that just get the general idea across, right? What would a dying man write? The answer is 11037. Which is Clint writes a confession. And why is that bad? Well, Clint writes a confession containing multiple names. That's why it's bad, right? It wouldn't be that bad if it was just, okay, Clint, well, maybe not multiple names, maybe multiple things. Clint writes a confession containing multiple things. No, I think names is right. Okay. Right here. The island list. You are not the father. Okay. Clint writes a confession containing multiple names. Genshin takes the note to prison, right? And that is why he asks Daily Vigil to look the other way. Because that is his way of ensuring there is no possible way for the government to attack him, right? Because he holds the evidence. Yes, so he holds the evidence that could damn the entire government. So Genshin takes the note to prison and uses that as leverage to ensure that he doesn't get executed. And that is the whole Drebber incident. There's one last step. There is one final step. And this is probably the biggest leap I am going to make, okay? I'm going to make a crazy deduction. And it is going to be very, very crazy. And you guys might laugh at me, but okay, look. I have solved every Danganronpa case before we went to court. I solved every single rain code case before we stepped into the mystery labyrinth. So I have confidence in my deductive skills. The way I wrote that looks like I applied. By autopsy. You're absolutely right. Just one moment. Extremely loud, incorrect buzzer noise. Get out. Okay. Clint is killed by the professor, so Clint writes a confession here. Around here, because it's almost... He probably writes the confession after he speaks to Genshin, and Genshin's probably like, look what you've done. He's like, you're right. I've been awful, or something like that, and that's why the duel happens, right? It's still implied. The autopsy report implies that there's a duel, but it's a freaking Japanese dude with a katana. Of course they're going to 1v1. Let's be real here. Have you guys ever played freaking Ghost of Tsushima? Of course they're going to freaking 1v1. Okay? It's a dude with a katana and a persona, okay? He's going to 1v1 him, obviously. Okay. Okay. This is the final piece of the puzzle. Genshin... He writes it after he's killed. Okay, so Genshin takes Clint's note to prison. This is my logical leap of faith here. It would have happened if Genshin just carried a big stick. I told you guys! A big stick! Ultimate weapon! Okay. This is my logical leap of faith here. And I very much believe this. Do I believe it? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna rip off the Band-Aid and tell you what my logical deduction here is. Genshin takes Clint's note to prison. After he dies, well, he doesn't really die. After he gets buried. Buried? Okay. There is... Nobody is able to find the note. After he get buried, Big Stairs is... He should have just, you know, he should have just brought a baseball bat. Okay. Nobody's able to find the note. That means the note is still out there. So the question is now, where is the note that contains the list of bad people in the government? I believe this is an entire government conspiracy. The professor is an entire government conspiracy. Clint wrote a confession containing all the names of the people in the government who were involved, and essentially this note is functionally Eric Snowden. Is it Eric Snowden? This is literally Snowden. That note is literally Snowden. Okay? With the FBI. Okay. Is it Eric Snowden? Is that his name? Eric Snowden? Yes. Edward? Oh, Edward Snowden. Oops. Okay, this note is functionally Edward Snowden. Okay. So, So, they have to find it at all costs, and they were unable to find it. The question is, where is the note? They were never able to find it, to the point where Daily Vigil had to hide it. They had to fire him. They had to get rid of everyone involved. All the government officials had to be silent. Seath had to give in to, what's his freaking name? What's Robot Man's name? Drebber, because he blackmailed her. That note is so freaking important. His name is Eric Iceland. Okay. So they need to find the note. They could not find the note. Why? Where was the note? Well, the note was obviously somewhere where they couldn't actually... Either they couldn't figure it out, or they didn't realize that it would be hidden there, or there was no way they could have searched there in the first place, right? And Genshin says, "This is my weapon." And the weapon that Genshin carried with him at all times was his sword. Which means Clint's confession is in Genshin's sword. And that is my deduction. Okay? I'm cooking with gas, I'm cooking with all the fire. I have set multiple cities on fire right now. We will see if my cooking is good or if I burnt down everything. Either that or it's inside Waggy's belly. And this is the final deduction. I have gone in circles, I have theorized, I have put all the evidence together. Course correction! Hold it, Manakyn! Gordon Ramsay will review it in after you know we go into court and we solve the case. All right. Take it away, Naruhodo.
It would only be later that I'd come to realize how amidst the chaos I'd unleashed were all the clues I needed to finally unearth the truth. And that all the turmoil was necessary to give me the resolve to see everything through.
Wait, that's the end of the chapter? Will I draw even more red circles on my timeline? Find out next time. I have nothing but trauma left. Okay. Okay, you know what? Credit where credit's due. That was a very good place to analyze, so thank you. But yes. But oh my god. Okay, I think I am ready. I think I have solved the case. No spoilers, please. I know all you guys are, you know, itching to tell me how correct I am because obviously I know everything and I'm like the smartest person ever. I bet you Clint's confession contains two names. Iris Mikotoba. Iris Mikotoba. And Wagahai Natsumi Soseki. It turns out they knew all along. Iris Mikotoba.
Say my name. You know who I am.
Iris Mikotoba.
You're goddamn right.
Iris has been running a drug ring. You guys know that's how she drugged her father, Mikoto.
I am the one who knocks.
She took a DNA test. You are the father. Please. Oh yeah, see, I've never. Fun fact: I've never actually watched Breaking Bad. Fun fact for you guys. Oh my god, I am so excited to see that actual end of the case. I think I have solved it. I am not. There's always some twist that I miss. There's always some small thing that I miss, but I think I've solved the larger aspects of the case. Now, who exactly is written on that thing? Let's be real here. It's probably Strongheart and or Iris. You need that scene of them circling Iris. I think she might have been holding something. And damn, freaking, what's his name? Sholmes coming in at the end.
You thought you played me, but in reality, I played you.
Iris versus Strongheart. Pretty sure it's his next chess move. He just has the piece of paper. He's just like, play these next chess moves and you will win. That's what was written on the paper. Oh man, I can't. I swear to God, they're gonna like. We're gonna find. I mean, we don't even know if Clint has a note. I'm pretty sure he does. We're going to find Clint's note, and it's just gonna be like a like a picture of a house and like a. Okay. Let me open Paint. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. We are going to find Clint's note. We're gonna finally find Clint's note. Oops, wrong one. Hold on a second. Let me just save this real quick. Close. Paint. There. We are going to find Clint's note, and it's gonna be something like this. This is exactly what's going to be on the note. No. Iris found the note and she swapped it out.
Curse you, IRS! Who are you?
It was lost. He just draws lost. No, Iris absolutely found the note, swapped it out, and just is accusing someone else. Iris wants the taxes. She will tax the rich. She's the only rich person that's allowed to exist. Iris runs everything. She runs the government. She runs the criminal underworld. It's like you cannot stop her. There's no stopping this girl. She'll make...
Genshin, you made me lose the 50-50 once. I'll make you lose the 50-50 forever. So you can call it a 0-100.
The IRS already does right. That's a good point. You won't confirm or deny. We will see. I am looking so forward to it. I am looking forward to seeing what happens at the end. Oh, I'm so freaking excited. Oh, man. Guess what, guys? After this, I have a work meeting. It's 9 o'clock. Or I have a work meeting at 9 o'clock p.m. Lucky for me, that's the only work meeting I have for the rest of the day, for the rest of the weekend. So, yeah. But oh man, this is gonna be so freaking good. I cannot wait to see the judge like flip out. I cannot wait to have like our good old boy be all like, Mr. Naruhodo, you're making no sense. Yeah, but maybe you should just die. Yes, sir. Iris controls him too. That's a good point. The judge is always so mean. He's like always like, Mr. Naruhodo, yes? You're dumb. I know. I just realized this is still on the screen. They flee overseas. She's already there. She controls the entire world, man. Oh, man. I am looking forward to... I cannot freaking wait. Oh, my God. I mean, I have to wait because I want you guys to join in, too, but... But I cannot believe this case takes place over 2 chapters. That's actually insane. Is that the first time a case is taking place over 2 chapters? They did it in Dual Destiny. Okay, so I wouldn't know it, but they have another one. Okay. Hatsune Miku. I mean, she is Hatsune Miku Pink. Hatsune Pinku. Oh, this is... Oh my God, I'm so freaking excited.
The only pounds I need are me pounding your mom.
You mean like, with a sledgehammer? No, Mom! Is Dual Destinies the one with grown-up Maya? Or is that Spirit of Court? Spirit of jury? Spirit of jurisdiction. Spirit of justice. Spirit of justice. Yeah, Spirit of... Okay, that one's Spirit of Justice. Okay. But I do know that... Okay, there is one character that I have been spoiled to. In the other 2 Ace Attorney games. There is one character that I know of. And that's because the internet has dubbed her Clussy. I hate everything. That's the only character I know, and I only know the memes. I don't even know which game she appears in. I just know that she appears in one of the two games. Dual Destinies is the one with the emo prosecutor. Don't they both have emo prosecutor? I mean, isn't every prosecutor emo to an extent? I guess, what's his name? Clavier was more punk rock than, yeah, I was about to say Clussy. Clavier was more punk rock than he was emo. Although he was set on fire, so. Dual Destinies is in order to oh, I see. Is the timeline like, is it like constantly doing flashbacks and like stuff like that? Okay. I mean that's kind of common in Ace Attorney games. I mean, what is it? Like in the third game, they went way back, and like in, I forgot which, there was like another, there were like a few games where like Phoenix would like review like old case notes, and that was the case, and like same thing happened in what is it, in the Great Ace Attorney 2. They did that with what's his face, Natsume. The first case, oh no, but it's a complete case though, right? The first case is like still a complete case, right? It's still a case, so I don't consider it like a, like, you know, a case doesn't get resolved. Like, I mean, like, there is a guilty or not guilty verdict at the end of each one, right? I think this is the first one where there isn't a guilty or not guilty verdict. I mean, kind of. This court finds you kind of not guilty. This court finds you a little bit guilty. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to. What is it? No, you don't need to spoil it. I'm not seriously asking. Like, I'm not seriously telling you answer my question. I'm not saying that. Will I stream them after? I might, you know, stream another story-based game after this, and then after that, come back to Ace Attorney. I do own the other two Ace Attorney games on the Apollo trilogy or whatever it's called. But I own them on the PC. I own them on Steam, not on a Wii. So Switch. Dang it, Switch. Yeah, I'm curious to know what shenanigans Sholmes is going to be up to in Chapter 5. Because we know, like, crap's going down, right? What's a Wii? What's a... What is Kugel? Ah! What's a DS? Game Boy? By the way, for those of you who don't know what Kugel is lasagna cake. I don't know why. For some reason, Arcade, why do I associate you with Kugel? Oh, right, because of the Hanukkah discussion. That's why. That's why I associate with you with Kugel, because of the Hanukkah discussion. That was a while ago. The trilogy was on the Wii, was it? Oh, interesting. Wait, Deltarune is coming out? You don't remember lasagna cake? Remember, I was trying to Google, trying to figure out what the lasagna cake was. There's official art of the characters with Wiimote. Wait, are you serious? When was this? Probably like over a year ago, because I don't remember. I didn't do very much over the holidays this year, so probably last year's holidays. I was going to look it up, but I realized there might be spoilers, so I'll look them up later. Yeah. Oh, for all you, wait, hold on. I'm just looking at my Steam right now. Pal World global popularity votes are in. The three most popular are Zoe, Saya, and Lily. Who could have predicted this? Who could have thought that this could ever happen? That the three girls in the game are the most popular character? Who would have thought? Speaking of which, we never beat Big Strong Man. Yeah, I never actually went back and beat him. I was too busy building my base. Shocked Pikachu. Literally the only three women in the game. Unless you count Love-Anders, but Love-Anders could be male. I think they can. Yeah, I actually had to uninstall Power World for a while because I ran out of space. Bjorn deserved better. Bjorn really didn't get very much popularity time, or really any. He didn't get any publicity. Poor guy. I know another game with only 3 girls. I mean, there are lots of games with only 3 girls. Yeah, but I am so freaking ready for you guys. So for those of the guys who are wondering, we're probably going to play Yakuza Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, because it's kind of, you know, it's been a bit of a tradition to play Yakuza on this channel, because it is like, Yakuza is like one of those games that's like super deep in story, and it's really good for this channel because we can chat about it a lot, which we do all the time anyway. And like, we randomly stop things and chat, and then it's like there's like a super deep story, but also there's like, oh, check out this cross-dressing whorehouse minigame. Yeah, but yeah, Yakuza, I'm looking forward to playing. You guys didn't seem particularly interested in Witcher, so I probably won't play Witcher. You know, I've been wanting to play one of the JRPGs, Octopath Traveler, Triangle Strategy. I know someone heard that. I was like, what? Triangle Strategy? But yeah, like, you know, it's been difficult for me to play like the old JRPGs, because unfortunately my channel wasn't really built on our top of RPGs. So, you know, people generally don't show up as much for those. Maybe even Grand Blue Fantasy. Oh god. I love the old JRPGs. I've been meaning to play, which one? Mother? Like, I haven't played like Mother 3. So if I'm goo, like if I'm a slime, I'm considering Tales of Symphonia for the Wii. What's a Wii, old man? What is this? The 1900s? Lol Wii. So old.
Using my own spells against me, Potter! Is the Wii turning 20? Oh, the Wii still feels like it's new, man. Motion controls were like, what a revolution. And then immediately the Wii U was like, yeah, screw that. We want big screens. It's turning 19 in November. Yeah, it's turning 20 next year. Remember, YouTube was started in 2005. Oh my goodness. Man, I keep thinking back to all like the... I've been thinking back to all the old YouTube videos that... Oh man, I used to watch. Do you guys know a video called Washington, Washington? Washington, Washington. 6'8", weighed a fucking ton. Opponents beware. Opponents beware. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Yo, that was my frickin' jam. Okay, you know the Zenless Zone Zero pulling music? The Zenless... Hold on. Hold on a second, guys. Whenever I hear the Zenless Zone Zero music, I always hear Washington. You guys said you know the video Washington, Washington, right? Let me tell you. I always like Zenless Zone music. Zenless Zone music, gotcha. I don't want vocals. No vocals. This is it, I think. All right, you guys said you know the Washington, the video, right? Or do I have to play that for you guys? I think you guys know it. Some of you guys say you know it. Like whenever I hear this song, I always think of Washington, Washington. I don't know why. Like the Zenless Washington, Washington, a 6'8", weighed a fucking ton. Opponents beware, opponents beware. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. I don't know why. I whenever I hear that, I always hear Washington, Washington. Oh man, cabbage, cabbage, lettuce, lettuce. Let me see if I can find that one. I can't find it. I'll have to look for it later. Man, some of these videos are so freaking old. Oh my god. I've been going down memory lane recently with YouTube. It's just insane, man. I used to watch Niga Higa. I remember when Niga Higa and Fred were in the running for like the most popular YouTuber. I missed the original Your Favorite Martin. I don't actually know what that is. That might be too new for me. Your Favorite Martian. I don't actually remember what you're talking about.
But oh man, do you guys remember the This Is Sparta remix? Oh my god, this. I'm not even gonna play the video, but you guys, I don't know if this, I'm looking at this video 17 years ago. Oh my goodness. This Is Sparta remix, techno remix. You guys, if you guys recognize this, you guys know this video, but if you guys recognize it, you know this, but if you don't, you don't.
This is madness. Madness. This is Sparta!
This was the music of my generation. You were raised on this. They're taking the Hobbits to Isengard is another great one. This reminds you of all the YouTube poops. This was the original. These were the original YouTube poops, man. Oh man, okay. We'll just listen to this one. They're taking the Hobbits. I should probably show the videos, but I'm too lazy to right now. We're just gonna jam out to this. 18 years ago. My God. 240p is the maximum quality. Pokemon Go every day. Here's a painful memory. I play Pokemon Go. Wait, do you still play Pokemon, or is like you used to play Pokemon Go every day? Because maybe instead of playing Pokemon Go, you should Pokemon Go to the poll. I play Pokemon Go every day. I don't actually know this one. 8 years ago.
I'm back. I play Pokemon Go every day. I play Pokemon Go. I play Pokemon
This is painful.
Go
This is painful. I can't. This is painful. Oh, this one. You guys, if you guys know this, you know this immediately. If you don't, you don't. But if you know it, you immediately know it.
Whoa, that's a full rainbow all the way. Double rainbow, oh my god, double rainbow. It's a double rainbow all the way. Damn, it's a double rainbow all the way.
Damn. Oh my god.
What does this mean? It's so bright, so vivid. Double rainbow, it's so dense, dense. What does this mean?
It's starting to look like a triple rainbow.
That's a whole rainbow, man. Ah! Double rainbow all the way across the sky. So intense. Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Wow, wow, oh my god. Look at that rainbow. Double complete rainbow. Oh my god.
Oh man, Chocolate Rain. Dang, we are going down memory lane with all this music. I'm probably going to get copyrighted for this. I suspect Tazon Day probably has this under copyright, but whatever.
Chocolate rain.
The school books say it can't be here again. Chocolate rain. The prison.
Yee? Oh my god. Da 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 da. I love that video too. I have, do you guys know the important videos playlist? I have literally watched the entire important videos playlist from start to finish. Oh man, those were good times, man. Those were freaking good times. All right, I better get going before you guys suck me into something else. Peanut butter jelly. No, I have to resist. I have to resist. Unless you guys name something that is so irresistible, I gotta go. Hey, frick.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head.
And I knew the solution. So I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on? Okay, I really gotta go now, so it's time for me to go. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I cannot wait for the next stream. We are going to... Llamas is so... Llamas with a hat is... That's not music, bro. Yeah, that's not music, so we will save that for next time. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I gotta get going, gotta take a meeting, and then I gotta sleep. You'll hold me to that? Okay, depending on when we stop, we might watch some random old YouTube videos next time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. If you have any quests for me, I will see you all next time.